In midfield, Peter Reid and Kevin Cheney are both injured. Kevin Richardson comes in on the left side, and Alan Harper will take over Reid's role as anchor in the centre. Paul Wilkinson, their recent signing from Grimsby Town, is the Everton substitute. Norwich, meanwhile, adopt a really bold policy today. They plan to play with only 3 at the back. Dave Watson returning after suspension, Steve Bruce back after injury, and Greg Downs sweeping behind them. They'll have 4 in the midfield, including their striker John Dean, and then up front Dale Gordon and Louis Donowa to fly down the wings, and Robert Rosario in the middle. Mick Shannon is left out today, and no Asa Hartford, who is suspended. The referee today is George Courtney of Spennymoor, here for the recent epic FA Cup semi-final between Liverpool and Manchester United that finished in that thrilling 2-2 draw. Well, it's a bright spring day here on Merseyside, but a bitter, blustering wind to go with it. As Norwich City will attack the goal to our right, with a good record here at Goodison. They've not been beaten here on their last 5 visits. Ken Brown, their manager, feels they need 1 more win to make their first division place secure. Everton, of course, in the meantime, chasing this magnificent treble of First Division Championship, Cup Winners' Cup and FA Cup. Ratcliffe will get it back to Neville Southall. Norwich won here last season 2-0 and deposited Everton to 17th in the First Division. And there were only 14,000 people at Goodison here that day. Foul by Bruce, a free kick to Everton. Gary Stevens will take it as Norwich organise themselves in defence. And an offside. Greg Downs. Gordon's off in pursuit. Vanden Hau's there, and there's no margin for error. And in the end, Gordon's half-hit shot was cleared off the line by Mountfield. With the back pass that really caused all the problems. And a goal kick. Well, that could have been a real problem there for Everton in really Norwich's first serious attack. The back pass by Vanden Hau was muffed by Southall. There was no margin for error. The keeper was so close to the defender, but Gordon's shot was half hit. Watson's head, it'll be another corner. Stephen will take it. Vanden Hau and Mountfield out from behind. Ratcliffe has stayed back. Vanden Hau with a little chip in there, almost made something, and in the end it was Harper who came steaming in. There's a nice little cross in there, and Norwich always struggling to get it away. In fact, it was Rosario using his height who got the header to it, and a goal kick. Donowa. Stevens with the throw. Downs away. Ratcliffe. Too high for Watson. Too high for Haylock. And in the end, flipped over by Kevin Richardson. And suddenly everything seemed to be going his way after 2 Norwich errors, understandable in these conditions, had almost let him in. Gray getting in again. Rigby who got it half away. Sharp with the cross once more to Kevin Richardson. And Dale Gordon gets it away for Norwich. Towards Andy Gray. Timed his run perfectly. It was a lovely cross in from Paul Bracewell as well, picking out Gray so well. The breeze took it perfectly for Andy, but his finish wasn't quite what was required. Harper. Will it come for Bracewell? Harper again. Played simply and sensibly to Vanden Hauwe. Gray. Shrugging off two challenges there and finding Richardson. Vanden Hauwe. Free kick fouled by Dean. In the last minutes of the first half, Everton going to make this advantage with the wind behind them count. Discussion there between Ratcliffe and Vanden Hauwe as to how the kick should be taken. Mountfield again has come up on the far side. It's Ratcliffe who takes it and plants it towards him. And Derek Mountfield, the centre-back who scored so many important goals for Everton, notches number 11 with about 3 minutes to go to half-time. Well, it wasn't Vanden Hauwe, it was Ratcliffe in the end who hit in that searching free kick, and the big defender coming in late, stooping low, beyond Chris Woods, into the net. So, Derek Mountfield does it again for Everton. Oh, word. That was a boot high by Ratcliffe. Purely accidental, but for all that, it was painful, and it caught Rosario round about the neck, I would have thought. And Rosario is some 6'3". That's a real juddering challenge. Think that Robert Rosario stands 6'3", you could see just how high Kevin Ratcliffe's boot must have been. The whistle had gone fractionally before the collision, so it's Everton's free kick. It's a good shot, and it deflected wickedly, so it was a fine save as well. Richardson really struck it, and some really agile adjustment there. It seemed to just possibly touch Greg Downs. Certainly after that Mountfield goal, the treble still firmly in their sights as we come to an end of a sprawling first half, ending only satisfactorily for Everton when 3 minutes from the interval, Derek Mountfield scored his 11th goal of the season, a fine free kick from Kevin Ratcliffe. Half-time then at Goodison Park, it's Everton 1, Norwich City 0. Attendance here at Goodison Park today, 32,085, compared with just over 14,000 when the two sides met here last season. That shows again how much Everton have come forward in those intervening months. Well, now it's Everton's turn to battle against the wind as we go into the second half. Everton leading by a goal to 0. Over the play now will swing to the other end. Maybe Norwich will add to the one chance that came their way in the first half. Outfield. Now shot. Andy Gray alongside him. Trevor Stephen coming up fast. Here's Trevor Stephen. And a good, well-timed challenge by Bruce. But it's a corner for Everton. Stephen will take it. Outfield again has come up from the back. Rosario Mario's header, helped on by Donowa. Bracewell turning it back, that's Haylock's. And then Ratcliffe's header, won by Harper. And Howe. Bruce, good, strong header again. Ratcliffe, bit of space here again for Kevin Richardson. Blue shirts are up in strength, including Sharp. But in fact, the deflection came off Watson for another Everton corner. Second half, only 3 minutes old. Their second corner, Everton. Even though the wind is as strong against them as it was for them in the first half. Flicked on and in by Trevor Stephen. Well, there's a quick answer as to how Everton would cope with the wind against them, and the answer very comfortably indeed. As the corner came swinging in, always putting him under pressure, a bit too high for Brucey. They may have just got a touch to it, and as he fell, Trevor Stephen hitting it into the roof of the Norwich net. That fell straight for Harper from Gordon, and he in turn finds Andy Gray. Left foot shot, hit with great power too. Much better start to the second half now by Everton. Bruce winning it, Ratcliffe's header returning it. Stephen up really well against Greg Downs. Here's Bruce back again. Oh, the back pass is a bad one. And Bracewell with a great chance for Everton. And makes it. So, delight in the sunshine on the Goodison Park terraces. Distress for Chris Woods, who really had no chance. Once the back pass, I think from Bruce, in fact, didn't have enough legs on it. There it is. His back pass didn't really make it. And suddenly Bracewell is in a marvellous position. And having got in that position, he kept his head so well, going round Chris Woods, before planting it firmly into the back of the net. 3-0. Sharp with a header. Trevor Stephen taking it on, played into his path beautifully by Andy Gray, but Watson is there, and there's no foul, and another alarm for Norwich is over. But a great burst by Trevor Stephen. Andy Gray, whose shot in is well handled by Chris Woods. Outfield, this time header, but not Ratcliffe. Donowa trying to get in there, and Mountfield trying to make up for his mistake, but it's Dean now. It's a goal kick. Although it appeared to come from Gary Stevens, it must have just clicked off Dean as he went through. And it's a goal kick to Everton. It's good to see this famous old stadium so well filled now week by week. Outfield. Everton leading by 3-0. And Howe making the charge for them. Finding Sharp. Finding Richardson. Right across the goal there. Harper very close indeed to making it number 4. It was a splendid move, full of good, cohesive, accurate football, until in the end it comes to Alan Harper, wide of the goal. Substitution to be made. They're taking off Greg Downs and bringing on their 19-year-old substitute, Paul Clayton. He's hoping to add a bit of firepower up front. He's got good memories of this place. He played in an FA Youth Cup final here for Norwich against Everton and scored. That was in 1983. Paul Clayton.
Rosario. Watson.
Dean. Good break here by Clayton. And Donald shot curling wide of the goal. Nice little break there by the substitutes. Paul Clayton, who's on for Greg Downs. But in fairness, the small band of Norwich supporters behind Neville Southall's goal, they really haven't had much to cheer their long journey up from East Anglia. Well, the gentleman there, John Moores, so long a figurehead here at Everton, surely with the biggest blue and white scarf in the whole of Goodison Park. Stevens still battling, aided by Richardson, and now Sharp persuading Vanden Hauwe to get another cross in, which he does, and it's a poor one. Goal kick. Up to 2 minutes of time added on. Chris Woods with what is probably the last goal kick of the game. As the final whistle goes, a remarkable Everton record. They haven't been beaten at all in 1985. Their last defeat here was back in December against Chelsea. They never really looked like losing today.